I'll get to know our guest anchor better. Scott, the violinist, has started by playing for us Nerea, Na Kuomba Nerea. It's beautiful. So tell us, how did you begin this? You know, when did this start? Is it something that you learned from when you were younger? How did it happen?
Not really, because
Okay.
no, I have to be proud of where I came from,
Okay.
and Upper Hill is known for, of course, producing one of the best musicians in the country.
Who's that?
The school is...
Okay, the school.
Yeah,
Right?
so
Okay.
we have me and Sotisol and the rest.
Okay.
So I was taught by a guy called Philip Tuju. That was back in the year 2009.
All right.
So I've been playing for roughly 7 years now.
So you were doing it as a subject back in high school?
No. It was just a hobby.
A hobby.
For the music festivals and all
Right.
that. So yeah.
All right. So how long did it take for you to learn? Because it's always one of the most complicated instruments to play. I mean, how long did it take for you to even play the first song?
I'd say maybe in 2 weeks.
Really?
In 2 weeks I got to know the
Okay.
basics. But you see now it took me so much time. I had to consistently practice the notes and just get the flow in my fingers.
Right.
Because it's not easy at all.
Okay.
And even if those 2 weeks, whatever I was playing was still a bit trashy. So I had to
So it's not that good.
Not yet, yeah.
Okay, so I want us to do something because you say, CG, what the fingers. I want us to have the camera come closer to you and just teach, just show the viewers how, you do it.
Okay, for starters, when you hold the violin, you just place it on your shoulder.
Actually, use this camera. It's much
Right,
better. Yeah.
right. So you have this chin rest, and then you just place the chin
Okay.
over there, and
Right.
then rest it on the shoulder. Then, of course, you take the bow. There's a way you have to hold it. 2 fingers there, the pinky finger, just lock it, and then you just play. Simple.
Okay, it looks so complicated. I think I'll stick to my day job. All right, so obviously you play in very big events, you play for corporates, you play at weddings. I mean, at what point did you become so good such that, people wanted you to play for them and perform in their concerts and whichever events?
Well, I'm happy with the progress so far.
Right.
I wouldn't say that I got to a level where I felt I was so good. It's how you prepare yourself and how you brand yourself, and also how you adjust yourself according to what the market needs. So I'd say maybe 4 years ago is when I realized how I could take this violin and make it work for me, and also now to address the need of contemporary violin in the market. And
Right.
then, of course, now to satisfy the crowd that called me for events and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So for many parents, and especially I'm sure those who are watching, the arts always seem like a no-go zone, especially for, young people who are coming up. For you, is it working out? Are you able to, to pay the bills with what you do?
For sure. Times have changed, and now the world accommodates so much that now art is a money earner. It's worked for me, and I'm
Right.
sure it can also work for many others, especially now that I'm a pioneer of my kind of style here in the country, and it's worked for me. So, of course, I'll encourage parents to actually just encourage your kids, if they're talented and stuff like that, to just make the best out of it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your most memorable performance. So where was it? Who were you performing for? How was it? It doesn't have to be the best.
Maybe I'd say there's a time I did the launch for BMW.
Okay.
It happened in Elementator. I really loved it because I love to travel. I really love traveling. And
Yes.
For a client to actually give me the experience where I travel out of my normal zone,
Right.
it really was an experience for me. And also got to meet people who, I'm a car lover. So also to meet guys who love such
Enthusiasts,
Porsche cars and all
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
It's quite an experience for me.
All right, so I want you to play for us something. You are debating on which song you'll play for us, so you give us something.
Yeah, actually...
Remember, it's Easter. We're trying to make people who decide to stay home and not travel enjoy their Friday night.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I'm thinking of just doing A fun jam.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do it. Which one?
Let's see. Let's do an international song.
Okay.
Are you a fan of Drake?
Yeah, I know him.
You know Drake?
Yes.
Do you
course.
like him?
I like some of his songs are really cool.
How about, let's say, Hotline Bling?
Sawa, let's go.
All right, let's.
Okay. That is pretty cool. That is pretty
Thank you so
cool.
much.
I'll ask you after a minute or two. I'll ask you to play something for our parents who probably don't know Hotline Bling.
I know, I have, sure.
All right. So let's also talk about. I mean, that you of course, you play the violin, but you also pursued something else. Talk to us about that.
I did public relations.
Right.
At the University of Nairobi. I'm a peacemaker. I love.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
From what my dad had brought me up, he always taught me how to resolve conflicts as soon as they come up and not always taking sides. Yeah?
Right.
So if there's always someone who's just an argument, just come in between and just maintain good relationships with people.
Okay.
And with that, I found it necessary for me to do public relations because I find my heart settled there.
All right.
Yeah.
So is that like a part-time job, or is this the part-time job? Or
No, this is my full time. This is my passion. And
that's your passion.
I wake up to play the violin
Right.
and sleep playing the violin. This is my, yeah.
And now that you mentioned the word passion, there are many young people who are watching this, and they're always torn between what is ideally the right kind of job, and of course following up their passion. Talk to them about how you followed your passion and what it has made you, and how far it has taken you.
The important thing about passion is once you do something you love, you put all your effort into it.
Right.
Instead of being forced into doing something that you don't like. So you're not as effective as you would have been if you're doing the thing that you actually have passion for.
Right.
So it's always advisable to do what you love and staying there instead of being told by your parents
Yes.
that you have to be a doctor,
Right.
yet it's not in you. Because
Right.
I mean, if I have a passion of being a doctor, I think I'm gonna do a better job than when I'm forced doing it, and then every time I meet my patients, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, you give them like
No.
those shots and they don't really need them. All right.
Misdiagnosis and stuff
Exactly,
like that,
and all those issues.
Yeah.
All right, fine. So it's been great talking to you. Do you want to play something for our old folks?
I wish they could tell me exactly a popular jam that they like.
All right, so that's what we'll do. So you tweet me and tell me what song you'd like Scott to play.
Sure.
In the meantime, come, let me show you something.
Oh, sure.
At least you've showed me what you can do. I can do this, I think, better or something. So have a seat there. And you're so careful with the violin.
That's my
You're so, it's so delicate. Okay, fine. So there is a camera. So you have to introduce yourself. I wish you could do it with, does he, she have a name? It have a name?
No. That's my violin.
All right. So take it away. Take it away. You can see clearly?
Yes, I can.
Good. All right, fine. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is called The Violinist, and on the news, a motion has been tabled in the Kenyan National Assembly seeking to compel the government to offer full scholarship to at least one student per country to study oncology master's degree level. The mover of the motion says beneficiaries of the government medical scholarships shall be completed to serve the country hospitals to fight raising cases of cancer. Patrick Omamo has the details.
According to the Economic Survey of 2015, cancer is now the third leading cause of death after infectious and cardiovascular diseases. The Kenya Network of Cancer Organizations say globally, cancer causes more deaths than HIV, TB, and malaria combined. The organization notes that though it's difficult to get accurate national data, it says that 9,000 new cases of cancer are reported each year in Kenya, with more than 27,000 deaths per year. 60% of Kenyans affected by cancer are younger than 70 years old. 70 to 80% of cancer cases are diagnosed in late stages due to lack of awareness, inadequate diagnostic facilities, lack of treatment facilities, high cost of treatment, and poverty. Faced with the harsh realities, Homa Bay Woman Representative Gladys Wanga now wants the government to provide free scholarship to at least one medical master's degree student per county to study oncology, a branch of medicine that deals with the prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of cancer.
This motion seeks to have a situation where our county referral hospitals actually can have specialist oncologists stationed within the counties, Madam Speaker.
According to the Kenya Network of Cancer Organizations, the human capacity for cancer treatment in Kenya's public hospitals is inadequate. For instance, there are only 4 radiation oncologists, 6 medical oncologists, 4 pediatric oncologists, 5 radiation therapy technologists, 3 oncology nurses, and 2 medical physicists. The shortage of facilities and staff has forced most Kenyans to travel to the United States, United Kingdom, and India to seek treatment. Government statistics indicate that Kenyans spend about 8 billion shillings each year in cancer treatment abroad. Those who cannot afford treatment abroad often succumb to complications of cancer.
Many of our people cannot afford treatment, but even when you can, we don't have sufficient specialists to offer that treatment.
What we really need to do as a country is to look at the area of early screening and early detection, because most of the cancers, if you take the common cancers, for example, breast and cervical cancer in women, with early detection, these are actually treatable.
An international comparison of medical institutions that train specialists in tumors and cancer shows it would cost an estimated 3 million shillings to train a master's student for a 2-year course in the UK or USA. For example, the Institute of Cancer Research, which is part of the University of London, charges approximately 13,000 euros in each academic year to train a student for a master's degree in oncology.
But if you look at it broken down in that sense, and you look at our budget, and even if you just look at the wastage that sometimes we have, then this money is like a small drop in the ocean, Madam Speaker, for a very, very good cause, Madam Speaker.
It's really expensive. It's one of the diseases that will really cause catastrophic spending in a family, meaning even a family that is well-to-do, middle-income family, one case of cancer, late treatment actually just wipes out their resources, and by that time, even the insurances will have abandoned them.
In her motion, Gladys Wanga is proposing the creation of a regional center and establishment of a fund to be linked to a public hospital such as Kenyatta National Referral Hospital. The fund could be utilized to finance students as well as the retraining of doctors, nurses, and other clinical staff. Patrick Amimo, KTN News.
Right, so that was our guest anchor. Thanks, Patrick, for that story. So I want you to rate him. Okay, so can I be honest?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to give you a 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
That's good.
My director actually says 2. I'm going to be, nice and say 4 because it's Easter, It's supposed to be kind and very warm, right? Mm-hmm. So 4. But then I also want you to tell me on my Twitter handle at Bessie Okari what you think. But we promised our old folks that you'd play something for them.
Yeah, for sure.
You played Hotline Bling for the young folks. So let's go. Play something for them.
Right, sure. I have to stand.
Oh, you have to stand. Okay.
Do you know how many love this song?
what? From 4, let's go to 6.
When will I get to 10? When will I get to 10?
You're not getting to 10, but 6 is good. That was really, really cool.
Thank you so much.
All right, fine. So we are going on a short break. So take us on the break.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go on a break. Stay tuned.
Well, you don't have to wave. All right, let's take that break. Business is coming up shortly.